Hi there, and welcome to this episode of the 3 cheapest chateaux per region. Today we will be talking about the Grand Est region of France, which is in the top northeastern side on the Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany borders. And basically, as the other videos, going through the websites, found the 3 cheapest chateaux I can find on the market at this present date, which is July 2024. Give you an idea of prices. When I say chateaux, pinch of salt with that, because obviously cheapest end of the market, it's not always that clear that they are chateaux. They are certainly chateau-esque, let's say, but sometimes they definitely are chateaux, but sometimes it's not too sure. So anyhow, let's jump into it and have a look at the 3 cheapest chateaux on the market at this present time in the Grand Est. So here's the first one, starting at the top end of the price bracket, well, top end of the price bracket. That is to say that of the 3, starting at the most expensive of the 3 and working down. So this place here is Chateau Hamsouvarsberg. Obviously getting over towards the German border, the French towns start sounding more and more German. Aerial photo here, which isn't that good, unfortunately, but we'll get on to that in a minute. But basically, like I said, it's actually 30 rooms, so 29 bedrooms. Don't know how they work that exactly, because 29 bedrooms, I'm sure there's a few more extra rooms than just one living room. Livable space of 1,163 metres square, which is coming on for like 12,000 square foot. So, and land-wise, it has just under 20 hectares. And outbuildings and all that. So let's have a look at some of the photos here. Like I said, we had this poor quality drone shot. I'm not even sure it's a drone shot, I think it's probably actually taken from a helicopter or a plane actually. But very poor quality. Another shot of the barns here. As I've mentioned in other videos, I don't actually see it's like the Lumo type feel to the photo. I'm pretty sure it's an old photo, stock photo, so can't guarantee the conditions of the barns or what it's like these days. Here's a photo of the inside, all very overloaded, let's say. Then you've got an empty room here with a lovely green paint. What looks like it would be a bedroom because it's some sort of ensuite there. Oh, you see it. A good one. These photos already, they actually date from February 2020, so they're already a good 4 years old. Another room there with the interior shutters. Decent fireplace, although that's been raised there. Some very poor photos in this. Got your own private chapel by the looks of it there, and I can see a terrace down here on the side, and you've got another tower at the end. Oh yeah, this is one with its own little baby lords, so if you are Christian, maybe that will interest you. If you're not, probably won't. Another room there. The radiator there seems fairly modern, probably about 1980s through to 2000, those radiators. So heating has been revisited at least. See a little detail on this plug here. Obviously you can't see it too well in this photo, but they actually look like proper set-in plugs. Some electrics has been done. General shot of the outside. Must be winter when I went there. And that's it, information-wise. Like I said, the thing which worries me is the actual condition of these first 2 photos. This one here and this one here. I'll get onto that in a tick. Basically, as you can see here, this is where the chateau is situated. There's Luxembourg, there's Germany around here. Okay, Belgium's a bit further up. And the chateau itself is, there's Hamsouvarsberg, and there's Kurzwald. To give you an idea, that's what's been done. You've got Metz, which is just there to give you an idea. And this is the actual German border in the black line here, so you're pretty well on the border. And this is the chateau here. So if we actually go to the satellite shot, there you go. So there's the chateau. Another thing I've noticed on this aerial shot, if we zoom in, okay, this is Google Earth, so the actual quality isn't brilliant, is, can you see these lines here? And these lines here? For me, that is one of two things. Either when these aerial shots were taken in, well, there's actually dates from 2024 according to Google, the roof has been stripped off, I imagine to be redone, or it's been actually sheeted with plastic, and those are the batten boards to help make the actual, stop the plastic from from blowing off, put it that way. Also, there's that barn there, it looks quite standard there, but the quality of that photo does make me wonder of the barns. If you're buying from abroad, might be a good time to call in a consultant to go and check out the property for you, give it a once over before you start spending decent money on actual flying over to go see a trip to get there to find it's just not what you're looking for. If you would be interested in having someone to give it a once over, check out the video I've linked above here showing our consultancy system where we can actually go out, do a full report on the property to you and come back, send it through, videos, photos, if possible, drone shots, etc, etc. So have a look at that video, see what you think, could save you some money and time. Anyhow, onwards to the next one. This one here, on the market at €680,000, 33 rooms, 10 bedrooms. See the actual sort of proportions compared to the other one, where it's 30 rooms, 29 bedrooms. Doesn't sound right. So yeah, 33 rooms here, 10 bedrooms, 337 metres square, so I'll say that's about 3,600 square foot. And land of 20 hectares. Sorry, lands of 2 hectares, misread the figures, which is 5 acres. And basically what they say about the property, interesting. It's actually been renovated into 3 flats, which, well, is as it is. Let's have a look at the photos. So it looks from that first photo to be sitting in a nice environment. Okay, and you've got the river here. Is that a river? Hopefully it is. Okay, another river. There's the houses behind it, surrounded by trees. Is that okay? Got it. Can we have some inside shots, please? Okay, there's the roof. Very nice. Well, actually, be honest, that's quite good detail for an agent, because you see the roof here is in quite good order. It actually looks relatively new by the colour. Looking at the windows there, I'm guessing they will be double glazed. Fairly old models, but double glazed all the same. Garden. Outbuilding. Outbuilding. Another shot of the outside. Do we get to see the inside, please? Oh, here we go. Right. There's a stairwell. Not too sure about the finish on the walls there. Another corridor which all looks very clean and tidy. There's a bedroom. Once again, the old radiators, cast iron radiators with the actual visible piping, so the heating was probably added and probably about the 60s or 70s. That is a double glazed unit there, you can tell by the handle. Similar setup to the other room we've just seen. Another detail I just picked up on, the actual plugs are actually set into the walls, which is a sign that the electrics have been redone, which is a good thing. Nice bright, I guess that'd be a lounge, giving out to a terrace there. There's a bathroom for you. All clean and tidy, not necessarily my choice of colour scheme, but there's a kitchen, very modern. Another kitchen, very modern. A living room, entrance hall, I guess. Imagine that's on the back of the chateau, like a veranda type room, but not quite a veranda. And back to the outside photos. Big place, 3 flats if you want 3 flats. They seem to have taken out all the actual character out of the inside of the property, unfortunately, which doesn't really turn me on. I think when you're buying a chateau, you want the chateau feel for the property. Otherwise, what's the point of having a chateau? And situation-wise, let's have a look. So there's Strasbourg for you. Obviously, this is Germany here. The other one's a bit further up here. And this is the situation. So there's the closest town. Where's the biggest town as such? Remiremont, maybe, or Epinal. And the actual property is right here. If I go to satellite shot, there you go. So there's a river. That's the actual Moselle River. And there is the chateau itself, with the neighbours behind it. So a long drive through here. To get to the chateau, you can loop around to the outbuilding and back again. So a good spot, if you ask me. Just not too sure about the finish inside. So onwards and upwards, or onwards and downwards price-wise, for the next one. So here we go for the cheapest chateau on the market at this present time in the Grand Est of France. So basically 15 rooms, 9 bedrooms, 420 metre square livable space, which is about 4,500 square foot. Unusual style here, it's actually like 2 different buildings almost linked together, which I suppose could give the option, well, have to see inside obviously, of possibly doing 2 different properties or just doing one. Land size, let's see who's mentioned here. Yeah, it's actually built in 1780, then in 1840, obviously the 2 halves. Bordered by a river. Can't actually see the land size there. No, it doesn't actually mention the land size. I can see. Quite like this. They often send things like chateaus and just, well, don't worry about the land size. You don't need to worry about that. Anyhow, let's have a look at the photos. Obviously, that's one we've just seen. That's a view onto, let's say, the brick end. There's some what looks like factory buildings down here, and that's the stone end. That was the side of the brick end, and there's the view from the actual over the river. So this is the canal up here, junction into the river. And there you go, there's actual nice inside, all clean and tidy. Obviously, the other thing about decor once again, all very, very clean and tidy. Let's have a look here, the actual, that's the Scandinavian wood burner, the cast iron radiators. Can't see any piping though, but there's a lot of stuff in the room. Looking at the windows, hard to say. I think they might be double glazed. They look like old windows, but just you notice these crossbars here. You see how they're not the actual same colour as the main frame. It's actually, at one point, they're actually putting crossbars inside the actual glazing. Okay, the actual fittings are into the wall. They're dark fittings, which is very much 1980s, so possibly need to check the actual electrics. Ooh, not keen on the green. Quite a few cars out there. Stairwell. That looks almost like full stone there, actually. But looking at that junk section up there, I don't think it is. That's a modern radiator. Very modern room. Almost out of keeping. Another one out of keeping with the chateau, unfortunately. There's an older room. These are double glazed units, yeah. Shower. What looks like another kitchen, and a loft space, and the actual roof here, little detail. It's actually got a liner under here, so a relatively new roof. So all very good condition. Possibly not everyone's choice of decor, but interesting property. On the market at 465,000, and as I often say in these videos, what can you get round your way for 465,000? And to show you where it is, here you go. So a bit further inland towards Paris. There's Nancy, for example. There's Saint-Dizier itself, which is where the actual chateau is supposed to be, but in fact it's down here. You've got to realise French agents don't actually tell you where places are when you're looking on details. They're too worried about you going around yourself. In fact, these are chateaux, so they're quite easy to spot. So it's actually in the village of Bienville, which is like a quite a friendly name, and it's situated here. If I go over to the satellite shot, there you go. So there's that weir we saw. There's the canal going along, and this is the chateau itself, just here. So we've got a big main road here, admittedly, so you need to check that out. And across the way there, we've got a pharmacy, medical place. Not sure what they do here, but a couple of shops. Then you got the main village, just here. It's a nice spot, by the canal, by the river. There's another chateau there as well, and that is getting over towards the eastern border, and that is the cheapest chateau on the market in the Grand Est region of France. And as always, if you like these videos, don't forget to click the like, subscribe and bell buttons. I've got a whole series on the cheapest chateaus per region, and also doing a big summary video at the end, and plenty of other videos about other factors about chateau life, normal house life, and basically real estate in France. See you soon.